Our school news is on the way for you, but today is a big day for not only our Star School News, of course, but another number of other reasons as well. England are playing their second match of the World Cup campaign. It's a month to go until Christmas, and Black Friday is on today, which is a day of so-called discounts and deals. So, are you partaking? Are you going to be hunting yourself a bargain today? Is Black Friday all it is said to be? And will it be as popular this year as we're in a cost of living crisis? Well, BBC CWR's Georgia Gill has been to Coventry City Centre to find out.
Well, we're just a few weeks away from the big day itself. I'm here in Coventry City Centre, where decorations are up in the shops, all the Black Friday deals in the windows enticing us in for a bargain. But how much of a deal do we actually get today? And are you going to be parting with your cash, especially this time of year when we're all feeling the pinch?
I already have got most things, and it's for her, and they already had the Black Friday deals like a week ago, so I've used them on them, but I didn't get them from there because of Black Friday, so I was lucky to have that.
And as a mum, are you cutting back at all this year? Because obviously we're all in the cost of living crisis.
I am obviously having to cut back. I've been saving for it.
Have you made any arrangements with family to cut back on what you're spending at all?
Yeah, my family are not buying gifts for it's only the children this year, so they're not doing the adults, so because of everything.
Are you cutting back at all on what you're spending this Christmas?
Trying to. Just try not to spend as much, but try to make lists of what you need to buy before you need to buy them.
What about Black Friday? We know that they have been advertising it for a while.
Don't buy into that at all. Black Friday, no. Just wait for New Year's. Plenty of deals all year long. No one needs to go into the Black Friday thing. Just money being spent for no reason, isn't there?
Can I ask you, are you spending any money this Black Friday?
No, I ain't got no money. Yeah, there's plenty of bargains about. I've seen them, but I've had them before, see, hard times. I lived during the war, you see, and I know what hard times are like. It doesn't bother us. You just get on with your life, don't you?
It's all about family, really, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, it's family, yeah. I've got plenty of them about.
No, I can't afford it.
Do you think there's many deals to be had, or do you think it's a bit of a con?
I think there are many deals, yeah. We just have to look for them.
I think a lot of shops just have the deals all year round.
I'm just trying to think of how much to spend on everyone and what I can cut back on that's not necessary.
I've been saving up since June. We like to be quite prepared for Christmas.
No, I don't think there's as many deals as there has been in the past, so it seems a little bit different to past experiences.
Are you going to be cutting back on Christmas at all this year?
Absolutely, where necessary, yeah. I think we've probably all got a little bit of responsibility to do that at this time, so yeah. I just think being a bit more mindful about what we're spending and when, and is it a necessity? You know, do we really need the things that we're sort of purchasing at the moment? I'm not so sure.
Lots of questions being asked, I think. All of us are doing it, aren't we? Can we get you something useful? Can I buy you something you need rather than spending your money on something that I think you might want but that you're not going to want, that you might end up popping in a charity bag in a few months' time? BBC CWR's Georgia Gill in Coventry City Centre for us. I'd love to hear from you this morning. Are you going to make the most of Black Friday? Are there deals that you've seen? Not enough deals out there to entice you? Or are you completely changing the way you're approaching Christmas this year? Dr. Rachael Molitor is a psychology lecturer at Coventry University with us on CWR this morning. Dr. Molitor, good morning. Thank you so much for being with us. What do we think then? Are we going to be busier or not busier? Are we thinking about things in a different way this year?
We're definitely thinking about things in a different way this year. We've got the cost of living crisis. You know, life is getting challenging and it's getting difficult. And the problem is we are getting to the festive season where people are going to want to buy presents for their friends and their family. And it's kind of weighing that up in between not necessarily having as much spare change as we may normally have, to also still wanting to buy some Christmas gifts or, you know, the Secret Santa for the office. I know we are definitely doing that.
And I suppose the shops, you know, they'll be out. There are certain things that you've got to do. And there's quite a lot of us as well that just generally just enjoy buying things for people. Can it boost your endorphins if you go shopping?
Oh, absolutely. So shopping, I mean, shopping's a pleasurable thing, and humans as a nature, we always look for pleasure and we always try and go away from pain. And shopping is a real pleasurable thing, whether it be psychological, we're going out and we're just enjoying seeing things and we get this rush of endorphins. So there's a neurotransmitter, without getting too biological, called dopamine, which when we do something that we like and we enjoy, we get this hit of dopamine. It makes us feel awesome. It makes us feel it's the reward element. So we seek out things that make us feel good. And if shopping is that, it makes us feel good. It makes us want to go out and do it more. But also it's the social element as well. So going to see your friends, going to, say, the Christmas market and going out in a social group as well. We haven't managed to do that for the past few years. We've had limitations with everything we've done and where we've gone, where we can go, where we can't go. So actually this is probably the first Christmas where we've got the freedom to do things. The problem is, we have less money now, unfortunately, to be able to do it.
Yeah, and I guess actually there's quite a lot of pressure, isn't there, really, when you look at all of that and you sort of think you might enjoy it. It might be something that you get a kick out of doing, but you haven't got the money to be able to do it and you're not being able to buy the things you want to buy. Actually, there are probably some serious sort of issues around how you cope with the mental stress of that.
Oh, absolutely. It can be really difficult when we're looking at all these things. We need to really look at what we need to afford and what we can afford, and also just making sure that we keep ourselves happy as well and keep ourselves not getting too stressed. And one of the things which I've always recommended people to do is to write down things that you need to purchase, need to do, and then you can look at the other things and just weigh it up, really. But also just remember that this is not going to be a forever cycle. We are, the cost of living crisis currently is a real struggle for us, but we are going to be looking forward to Christmas and spending time with our friends and family. And exactly as your report just said beforehand, people are now finding the importance of just seeing friends and just seeing family, and not necessarily buying as much this year, but just enjoying that again, that endorphin, that reward of also just seeing friends and family. If you see someone and it gives you that reward, it also gives you that dopamine. It gives you that enjoyment.
Yeah.
We don't necessarily need to be going out and buying as much anymore, but Black Friday does try to do that to us. It does sell us this idea.
Yeah, it's the psychology behind the deal, isn't it? It's that kind of, I've got to have it.
Oh, absolutely. It's so I find it fascinating, the whole Black Friday, and with the majority of sales. I mean, shops use Black Friday as a really interesting way, basically, just to get rid of the majority of things which they don't want on the shelves. So it's kind of like they're just getting rid of like the scarcity of just getting rid of the old stuff ready for the Christmas things. And that's a really interesting way, because we think we're getting a really good deal. So I've seen so many things saying like, it was £50 before and now it's a flash sale for today only of £20. Today only, like, I would get a huge amount of FOMO. And FOMO, like fear of missing out, is not just an acronym. It's actually a phenomenon at the moment that people don't want to miss out on getting that good deal. So they may purchase something just in case it's not there tomorrow. And that is what Black Friday does for us. It's not a UK thing normally. It came from the US with Thanksgiving, but the shops are really using it now to be able to promote sales, to promote people buying things now, and making sure they're getting that good deal, which actually is beneficial for us for Christmas. So if we are able to shop now in time for Christmas, only 16% of people actually start their Christmas shopping in December. So this is the perfect pinnacle point, I would say, for if people did want to go and buy presents for people and did have some spare change and did feel like getting a good deal, then that's what the shops are doing, is giving us the opportunity to get, a couple of bits and pieces for our friends and family or Secret Santa or whatever it may be, but getting it at a better price. And secretly, they are just removing the things from the shelves ready for that festive onslaught of Santa goods.
Just be very careful not to be tricked out. That's the thing, isn't it? That's the message behind it. Oh, thank you so much. That's really, really interesting. Maybe you're going to be shopping this weekend. Maybe it'll be the telly for you. Oh, yes, Strictly back. England, of course, taking on USA tonight. That's a big telly moment.